On an African safari, where and when will the real Africa reveal itself?
If your camera's handy, never know, you might see something interesting. I'm ready.
Female lions, or lionesses, do most of the hunting for their pride. Being smaller, swifter, and more agile than the males.
Plenty lions, great trip.
I am a professional biologist, and so I have been reading and studying about Africa and the animals and the plants, and also about the evolution of man in Africa for many, many decades. This is my first trip to Africa, and therefore it's a dream come true.
We fell in love with Africa years ago, and we keep coming back. Africa is amazing, the people are amazing. Last trip, all the big five, and this trip, lions mating.
Nighttime is when this park really comes to life. Animals emerge from their slumberous hideouts to drink, forage, and hunt.
We saw them all together yesterday, the family.
Lions can eat 40 pounds of meat in one sitting. The sleep that follows can last 24 hours.
We've had some great conversations with staff about their personal lives and their stories, and it just enriches the whole experience. It's much more than a meal. It's something to look forward to every night.
Yesterday was game. It was beautiful animals, beautiful scenery, beautiful geology. Today is very, very cultural. We stopped in a lot of villages. We had enormous fun with little kids waving at us.
In this rural area, children are encouraged to take on adult tasks. At 7 or 8, girls start to help in the house, and boys begin to herd livestock.
Seeing how they go about their daily lives.
They're now preparing. Those rains are coming now, and then they have, you see, our women are very busy.
Hoeing the fields, making the fences, thatching their huts. A real insight, tremendous cultural insight into daily life in a village in southern Africa.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Use your knees. Oh yeah, use your knees.
Oh, use your knees.
Hold
it. Oh my God. You think you can carry this?
No.
Okay. Right. So you can imagine a baby on the back, a bucket of water like this on their heads. That's what they're going through every day. And usually it's like 3 times a day.
Oh, now we got the professionals doing it right now.
Yeah.
Women in rural Zimbabwe spend an average of an hour each day collecting fuel and water. Each of these 5-gallon buckets weighs over 40 pounds.
I couldn't even begin to lift it. I probably couldn't even get it up over my shoulders. And she put it on her head with a baby on her back too. So it's so different from what we do, and this is just the beginning of our day. I can't imagine what else we're going to see today.
I think it's great, but I'm not sure I would like to do it.
He's making lots of dust over
But
there.
it's wonderful. They all seem happy and warm and friendly. It's really nice.
Hello.
I love to see how families in other parts of the world interact with each other, live together.
Nice.
This staple dish, called sadza, is a porridge prepared by blending white cornmeal with water to create a chunky paste. It's often consumed with leafy vegetables.
I think the real Africa is meeting the people. school visit is fantastic because the young people are the future of the country, and it's important to see how they're being educated.
The travelers are interacting with the kids, the kids are benefiting from interacting with the people of a different culture and of a different race, so that when they go out there in the world, they would fit in quite easily, because they would have experienced that from a tender age, like what they're doing right now.
Beyond the 7 years primary education this school provides, it also offers food to the students throughout the school year.
For the kids, it's an exposure to the world out there.
My husband Larry and I live right here in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
And you are right. Zimbabwe!
Wow, that's a long way.
We had a wonderful time, and the school was incredible, and the children are beautiful. And it's so exciting that they're finally getting the help they need. And it made us feel good to bring things and help them. I think that the principal, the man who runs the school, is the most amazing man.